Welcome back to Ruster Road, everybody. We've been a bit busy over the Christmas, so this is just a short video with the MG. We've given it a bit of a polish up. As you can see there, it's nice and clean. It's coming up well. This is an on-the-road restoration, so it is one of those. We'll get to the paint work, but it'll be summer. We're going to try and do everything ourselves on this. I don't want to ship anything out. I just want to do what I can. But as you can see, we'll give it a little bit of a polish just to make it look a bit more presentable. Keep it nice. It just looks nicer on the eye. And then when people are passing and having a look at it, that looks good. We're going to fix that yellow wire that's underneath that. We'll keep doing. Just so it starts off the key. And we've been busy inside, which I'll show you a few of them bits. Some of the interior bits we've been working on is the inside pillar trims. These are the old ones, as you can see. They're broken, tatty, horrible. So we're getting some new ones made up. The interior on this is an original. It's been retrimmed. Seats have been retrimmed in leather. They're quite nice, so we're going to keep them. We're not going back to full original spec with this. We're just going back to on the road, a nice classic. Headlining does need done, as you can see there. It's just a bit tatty, coming off at the back, pulling, sagging. So I think we're going to retrim that in black fabric just to match the rest of the interior in. And like I say, this is a resto, but it's not going to be a full back to original spec. It's just going back into usable spec that we want, really. We do need to adjust the door hinges. As you can see, it's just catching there when you open it. That was fine when we got it, but the more we've used the door, it's just dropped a little bit and the hinges are loose. You can wiggle the door around. So we'll get them tightened up, but that'll be probably after Christmas. Maybe it's New Year Days video. Inside, we've got some new pedal covers to go on. The accelerator didn't come with the one, so I'll probably use the old brake one on the accelerator. Some new ones to go on the brake and the clutch, where you need the most grip. But in here is alright. There's a bit of a rat's nest under there, but it looks original, so I think we'll leave it. Everything does work on this car, apart from you've got to wiggle that wire to get it started, which will be a thing to look at. Well, we're going to fix that this video, and then we'll keep an eye on it. It's missing a radio. There should be an original radio in there, I think. Not sure where to get one of them. If any of you know and point in the right direction, that would be ideal. We would like to put one back in, but interior's come up nice. Had a nice leather clean on the seats. And again, there's that headline. You can see it better in the back corner there. It's just sagging. So it just needs needs cleaned up, needs retrimmed, and get the sagging out of it. Just get the pedal rubbers changed there. It's simple, just pull off these ones, nothing too fancy. Bit awkwardness clipping them over and on. I'm sorry for the camera wiggling here. You're on the tripod, like I say. We're brand new to this, so it's iPhone and a cheap Amazon tripod for now until the new stuff comes. And as you can see, they fall off nice and easy. No, who needs one of those? That's what the gears are for, isn't it? Sorry about the traffic noise. We do just do this on the drive normally, but I've got a Rover on the drive at the minute, so we can't. And there you are. That's the pedal covers fitted and on. It's car jacked up there, just going in with the axle stand underneath. There's a bit of safety.
I can't get an axle stand underneath.
Can't get an axle stand. It's fine there, like that jack's pretty good. It's just the Halford's Advanced 2-ton one. Low pro jack. Really good one. Halfords do some good stuff, and it's pretty much all lifetime guaranteed if you get the advanced stuff, which I use and I swear by. So you'll see a lot of that on the channel, Halfords tools. We do have other ones, but Halfords is pretty local to us, so we tend to use them. But again, there's that yellow wire we're going to be sorting out and fixing, and hopefully we'll get the car starting on its own and we'll get it run out in this video. Yep, yeah, good. We're just going to pull the wire out, see what's happening. That's it off there, and then it's got a short join in as well, which won't be happening, but we need to try and find the other side of that wire. So whilst Dad's underneath, I'm going to go up to the top, see if I can see where it's running off to. Yeah, that loom runs all the way up into a bigger loom.
So I think I'll just put a proper join down here and a new connector on here.
Just, I would redo the little section in a new join, yeah. Cut it back past a bit and then we'll just put a new section
we'll
in.
Just cut it back and see what this cable's like. A new connector.
Excellent. So I'll cut back again once we're, it's a bit tricky to film this bit just where we're being underneath, but I'll get the stuff out, get ready, and then I'll cut back in. So we've just got some wire here. We've already fit the new end on there. We've got a proper straight joint, and that's just some shrink go either side just to make sure the shrink wrapping's a bit extended and no water can get in. We'll get set up, we'll get under, and we'll get it replaced for it. And then we've got the bigger connectors. Sure, I got some.
Yeah, that's alright, that's still copper coloured.
Excellent. There's your shrink wrap.
Just slide out the way for a minute.
I know you cannot really see much here, but you sort of get the idea of what we're doing. There's not really a good camera angle I can pick. That side ready straight onto the starter motor side, that is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, aye.
What the wood?
And then before you put that on, remember you want your little bit of shrink wrap. Not quite. I'll give it a good tug.
Yeah.
Plug that back onto there. Just goes up onto the starter motor. And whilst we're up in the arches, on the jack, the arches look alright. Not too bad. It's little bits, but we'll catch them. A little bit in there, but everything seems solid. And like I say, I've seen worse, and I've seen worse on more modern cars as well. Charles had a patch done before, just here you can see the welding patch. It's all solid though, and again, I've seen definitely a lot worse on more modern cars. The torch on it there, yeah, you can see that there, been welded in. Looks like an alright job, to be honest. I don't think, I think we'll be sorting that out when we come to it, but not too much work needed done there. So we've got some more bits to do. We're going to install a battery isolator there onto the negative side of the battery, new negative lead, battery connector and a new battery. The battery was alright and it would go, but it wasn't holding its charge. It needed jumped, so for 27 quid for a new battery, and then I think it was 13 or 14 quid for the rest of the stuff. We'll protect the electrics and we'll hide an isolator key in, and we'll hide the battery in. So we'll get set up in the car and then we'll get that done and buttoned up. I have done some pre-drilling in the car, but I'll talk you through that one. We've got to get the back seat out. I'll do this off camera and pan back in, but we've got to get the back seat out to get into the battery. It's under the back seat. That's kind of why we want an isolator in. You don't want to be taking the battery out every time you want it off. Old car, old electrics, it's just safer to have them. So I'll get this out and then that's where the battery is. It's got the little tray on, which is just over there. The little tray on. So you take it off and you're into the battery. So the terminals are off. We have pre-drilled some holes, and we're going to run the isolator key into the car with a battery lead. So we've pulled the carpet back, very carefully pulled the foam back, and we're going to fit the switch here. We did pre-drill this. I would have liked it on this side, out the way over here, but we couldn't really get it with wires and running cables, so I'm just going to put it there, nick a little hole through the carpet, nothing too major, and just put the isolator down there. Time wearing this driving anyway, you'll not get anybody in the back. There's not much leg room, as you can see, and that seat's not all the way back yet.
Built this out with a bit of rubber
Just to keep it off the body.
Yeah. It's going to be impossible, isn't it?
Yep.
Back out.
And you've got long enough to be continued bolts.
Oh, yeah.
Most of you that work on cars will know you've got to be a contortionist to get in anywhere normally. No different on these.
Of course, the ball doesn't line up. Yeah. I'm going to have to lift the battery out. That's impossible.
Pass that over. Oh, you got it. Just leave the battery there. It's perfect. So we've got all the hold down straps there and everything to go in. We'll get it all buttoned up and we'll get it on the road. It's just a case of shortening the negative lead now and getting the battery and getting it tied down. We'll cut back in once it's all buttoned up. We're just busy getting the old battery terminal off there, old positive battery terminal, because it was a screw in one. We're going to it, and this is why they tell you to wear safety glasses Luckily we got fortunate with our safety squints to work the treat, and none of us caught the end of that. But it's always worth being careful. There you are. New battery terminal on the positive side. It was the old screw-in type. We've got a new lead into switch, new lead out on the negative side. So we'll get hoovered up, we'll get the battery back in, we'll get it started, and we'll take it for some fuel. We'll have a run out. And there's the battery in. Haven't tied it down yet, we're just going to give everything a test, but we're getting it in. A little hole pops through there. An isolator will sit in like so. We've got no isolator on, and we're going to we've got fuel pump.
I've got a fuel pump. That must be that extra red wire.
Right, so we're starting to think now the red wire's an external fuel pump, which is connected up all the time.
Right. Isolator's one in the place.
But we can run that into the other side if we need to. Isolator's now on, it's in place. It wouldn't crank there though when you tried it.
Wouldn't crank, no dashboard lights. More choke.
Just get a bit more choke on there. There you are. Start up. And now we'll call that a success. The jobs are good. It's run nice and sweet there. We're going to take and put some fuel in. We only put a can in to get it home, so it's not had any fuel in. So we'll take it out. We'll get a running and driving video, and I'll come back in once we're getting some fuel. Sounds a lot better.